Well, I've been putting it off and putting it off, and the day has finally come. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, Random Andrew. No, this is not a giant scale RC. This is my Mini Cooper. Easy mistake, I get it. Today is the day where I'm finally gonna break down and do the alternator. I had warm weather to do it in when there was still green leaves on the trees. Still green grass though, does that count? And now that it's cold, better do it before the snow flies. I'm having a problem. Let's crack this thing open and I'll show you the problem. This is not the problem, but just wanted to give you an update. Everything's doing pretty good with that. I'm wondering if almost I should revert back to stock for the winter and just see how it does. It'll love that cold air. And otherwise, you know, it's holding up pretty good. A lot of views on the video we did for this. Thank you for those of you who tuned in, subscribed, maybe even from that video. There would be more Mini Cooper work videos for all you Mini Cooper fans out there, but guess what? Dang thing is just such an awesome little car. It hasn't needed it. I don't put a lot of miles on it either. So let's get down to it. Alternator replacement day. You can see it's a pretty old unit on there. And you can see a lot of wear around the pulley. The pulley's been, the pulley itself has been seizing, and the belt will just slide over that until you give it a good enough shot of RPM or enough torque to, you know, break it free and let it start spinning. It's kind of a shame. It's actually cranking amps and everything still, but that pulley, I'm just going to change it. How would you have tackled the situation? Throw your 2 cents in the comment section down below. Let's get at it. The first thing I'm going to have to do is throw this thing in the front end service mode. Yay. Always fun, but I mean it does make the job so much easier. Before I do that, I'm going to clean up this area with the push broom, make it a little better to work in. First things first, before I do anything, and by the way, this is not an instructional video, so don't come at me saying that's not a proper instructional video, there's too much talking or whatever. This is a vlog. It's a vlog video, that's why it's the random vlog. Is that what you want to call it? No. Anyways, first thing I'm going to do is get a jack under here, some jack stands, lift her up a little bit so I got some room to get my fat head under the vehicle. Wow. I didn't really guess I even have to, but I feel more confident doing it. And then once I got that, we'll start undoing everything from the wheel wells first. Pull the cover off, let us access a little bit more to do the whole front end service mode. Okay, front bumper skin is off. Really, just to let you guys know how really easy it is. There's all these little, here, we'll go over here. All these little plastic plug guys. It's a better shot, one. Yes, that's e-juice, not the best, but it's e-juice. Here's one. Pull those at end here so that this can separate. And there's a little piece, a little bolt that goes up in here. You gotta pull him all the way out, he's a long guy. And then you got a bunch of bolts. Is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it 5 or 6? It's just a bunch of them, right? Like, okay, it's 5. There's one. There's one back in here, one back in here, 2 under here. That gets the aluminum piece started to come off. You got your lights you got to unhook. What else was there? There wasn't much. I had this guy zip tied in because he's never been right. It's not much. Sorry about that. Do all those. You get the bumper skin off. Ready to pull this off. Once this is off, everything here, this whole plastic rod cradle will come loose and want to come out. And I do believe to have the room to do my alternator, I'm probably just gonna have to take the sucker right off, like drain the hoses, and I really don't want to. That's why I haven't been doing this. I don't want to screw around with coolant today, because once you drain it, then it's a real pain in the butt to get all the air back out of the system once you've refilled it. Right, if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. So next, I'm gonna get this aluminum piece off. I'm gonna start on the front here. I would love to be able to just let the camera roll and show you as the work happens. We've got battery issues, and my videos don't get enough views to really earn me enough through monetization to get a brand new camera which has got a longer life battery. That is a goal for sure. I almost forgot to mention, you got to remove these crush tubes. You can see where they slip over back there, that little plastic jobber. Oh dang. And then under here too, there's the other guy. A little bit of work, but they come out. So now, I guess my choices are, do I want to drain the coolant, remove the rad and everything off the front, or at least be able to pull it away a bit more? But what I'm seeing is almost enough room that I could actually undo these bolts, pull this out as much as it'll go. Like, check that out. I think that's my full reach right there. Might be able to get a little bit more. But if I start that and all of a sudden I can't get the alternator out, then I have to go ahead and drain it all anyways. And you know, I haven't drained it since I changed everything to do with the coolant system last year. Might not be a bad idea. It just means hours more work. Well guys, here we go. We're down to the thick of it. Everything's all loose and just kind of hanging here. And I'm wondering if I can work this, finagle this hose up and out of the way a little bit. There could be enough room to get this over a bit more, and I might be able to just pop this alternator right up and out. It's a little bit of stress and stretching everything out away from the car, because like, look. Ooh. See? That tells me there's almost, maybe just enough room to get that alternator up and out of there. I still got one bolt in it. We're gonna give it a shot. If it works, well, I'll let you know. Stand by. Well guys, update. Yeah, don't forget to undo those plugs. This won't be going anywhere. But some engineer somewhere needs their butt kicked. Big time. Because I can't stretch this out enough to get the alternator, these wide part of the mounts, out of here. So, I guess I have no choice but to do the coolant. Well guys, it came down to it. Yep. Pull the bottom hose, drain the coolant, disconnected the top hose. Ooh, nice water pump. Let's take a look at everything since I did the work down here. I don't see any signs of it leaking. No weeping. It's a weeping hole, and you're supposed to be able to, if you see it, water under this car, chances are the seals have gone in here and it's weeping out that hole. That is actually a clever design. So, just gonna pop the new alternator in here. You see what I mean? Like that much room. That much room. Come on, people at BMW who built these Coopers. Somebody needs to be 16 years later written up. Yeah, I know. Redundant. Okay, so let's go take a look at the new alternator. The big old crash bar. Impact bar, actually. Here it is. Stop. Why? I made so much progress. Why would I stop? What's this all about? Oh, check the core. It's all stuff. By the way, this is an order from Rock Auto. I guess it's before you change your alternator, some things to check. Let's have a quick look at that, shall we? It gives you ideas of what could be the problem rather than just the alternator. See? And then, in case you don't speak l'anglais, they got it in, is that Spanish? Oh, geez. Habla anglais. Something like that. I mean, Spanish and French are so close, right? Remanufactured starters and alternators. So just some more crap that comes with it. This is what we want. Go side by side. Here you go. Oh, I got a battery light flashing. Time to let you guys have a little rest here. But before you return this part to the store, it's okay, I have no intentions of that. Alrighty, so I guess we'll get the new one in. I'll update you guys and then I'll have to refill the dang coolant system again. It's no fun, you'll see what I mean. Just taking a little closer look for myself and notice this. What? Wow. It's not worth shipping it back over a little crack in some plastic. If it was that big of a deal, I'd just switch it out with the plastic from here. But it's honestly not that big a deal, so let's just get it on the car. Another side note, the only oil, oh geez, you see in this water, it was actually sitting in the bottom of the pan. The last time I did an oil change, yes, this is my drain pan. Don't laugh. So I had a worry or concern that it may have had a head issue, and there's obviously not enough oil in there for that to be a head issue. I already told you what that's from. Good news. Good. No oil getting in the coolant, no coolant getting in the oil. Well, let me tell you guys. Check the new alternator out. Shoo, boys, that look good. I should have did this a while ago. I mean, this hideous bolt right here don't look that good, but new alternator, yeah, that's snazzy. Belt's not on yet. Coolant's not refilled yet. Bunch more steps to go, but you get the gist of it, don't you? Saying this now because it's going to start getting dark soon. Canada, dark by 5. Happened real quick too. So yeah, I guess just button up all the coolant, drag that puppy out of there, button up the lower end of the rad, and I guess start putting everything back together. I'll update you guys as usual, you know. Give me a sec, we'll be there. Okay, well, coolant system's all hooked up. I'm slowly working through the process. Adding a little, letting the air out. Adding a little, letting the air out. Alternator works fine. All hooked up. Kind of a pain in the butt. I'm gonna tell you, get yourself one of these tools. It's a lifesaver. This allows you to get on that tensioner right down in there, center screen, and back the tension off. I'll tell you another good little hint I'm gonna give you guys right now if you've never done it. When you're putting everything back together and you're putting your belt back on, run the belt around your alternator, under the tensioner, around the crank, but leave it off the very bottom pulley. Give yourself some slack with the tensioner tool, slip it around the bottom pulley, boom, you're on. It's a lot easier to do it that way than try and get it over the alternator pulley last. So I'm going to go through this pain in the butt procedure, get it all back together. Maybe I'll do a test start for you guys so you can actually see that the alternator's good and there's no more noise out of it so far. Yeah, it's not even dark yet. It's getting there though, so I better stop dinking around with the camera and get to work. Well, that's pretty much an empty jug, and that should be a full system. I'm hoping, you know, like I could see the fresh coolant in the bottom of there. It does look like there's oil or something there, but when you actually get dipstick in there, there's no oil. Just the way it looks. Anyhow, yeah. So I think I'm ready to start buttoning up the rest of this thing. First I'm going to start putting those crush tubes, what do they call them, back in. Torque them up. Everything else lined back up. I had to do a fix. Bottom of my rad supporter. So I just did the old drift stitch to it, drift damage stitch. You have 2 pieces of broken plastic, you drill a hole on either side and zip tie it together. I've only put one in, that's all it really needs. Okay, well, next step you see, this thing should be back together. Let's hope so, because I'm running out of daylight. Alrighty, well, it's kind of obvious I'm not going to get done putting it back together before I'm running out of daylight. So, it's just together. As much as you're going to see in this video, I mean, all that remains is just the bumper cover, hooking my lights back up, which is, what, 4 plugs? No, maybe a couple more. And that's it. I'm out of like 6 bolts. There's these long guys in the corner. Going right here. And other than that, things seem pretty good to go. I'm going to clear off the top, the engine, make sure there's nothing there. We're going to give her a fire up just to show you guys everything is good. I suppose the ultimate test will be when I go for a drive, and if it starts overheating, that means I got an air block somewhere. I think these little bleeder valves, though, just come in handy. My coolant level's all right. I have to pop this off and have a look, but it was ready to suck back a lot more than just that jug of coolant, right? So it's got to be full. I've got to have 90 to 100% of the air out of it already. I'll find out. So, thank you guys for tuning in, watching me change my alternator. Yay. Like I said, not a tutorial, not a how-to video, just kind of give you a little walkthrough of doing it. Well, I did it because I love sharing the Cooper content. This car has been a really good car to me. It's been a blessing. It's helped me get out of the house, helped me, by doing so, create more videos, fight my downness, which I guess could be called a bit of depression. We all go through it, especially going into winter and then winter itself. Anyhow, more Cooper stuff to come up as it happens. So if you're a Cooper fan, stay subscribed. You will see more Cooper videos as I need to do them. We do have to do the O2 sensor post-catalytic sometime. Don't even ask. Other than that, yeah, work's almost done. So I'm going to sign off here. Stay tuned. More RC content coming up. I love making the RC videos. They don't get a ton of views, so if you want to help out and share it around, get those RC videos the views they deserve. And there'll be other stuff too. I mean, it's random, right? This is the Random Andrew channel. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share the videos around. You know what to do. I'm out of here. See you guys later. I'm tired.